Eat soup with me while I make a controversial video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I believe women are the most oppressed group of people in the world, and we make up 50% of the population. No slurs against women are considered hate speech, which means if we are shamed and people are using derogatory slurs towards us, they can't be arrested for a hate crime. See, now that's how you know it's really bad for us in 2025. There are slurs that pertain to all marginalized groups of people, and you can get arrested for committing a hate crime if you use those slurs and you're targeting someone and committing a hate crime with slurs. But not if the slur is targeted at women. And women are shamed on a daily basis in this country, in this whole world. We're shamed if we express ourselves. We're shamed if we show skin. We're shamed how we choose to use our bodies. We're shamed if we choose to disrupt the status quo and earn a living a little bit differently than how society is conforming women to be. We're shamed if we don't want to have children. We're shamed if we have abortions. We're shamed if we have children. If we don't get abortions, we're shamed for our parenting choices. We're shamed and called selfish if we choose to use our free time to have a self-care day. We're shamed if we use our free time to just have fun. We're even shamed if we work too much. Society is not set up to accommodate women. And society is especially not set up to accommodate mothers. And society is not at all set up if you're a single mother. You're going to be defying all odds if you can get through this shit alone. If we express our opinions, if we're convicted to our beliefs, we're considered obnoxious and attention-seeking. Have you ever noticed how some of the most famous women, some idols, the most iconic women are the ones who never talk? They're the ones who never talk. They're the ones where they're photographed and music plays, where they're the ones dancing. You don't even know what their voice sounds like. How many of you can say, before you heard a complete icon's voice, years had passed before you even knew what they sounded like? Because women are objectified, and our feelings are burdensome. Our talents, our dreams and ambitions are arrogant. Now let's talk about men. Oh, you must work so hard to be a single father. It must be so hard. You're a single dad. That's so admirable of you. Oh, you're married and you work full time and you have kids and you're never home. You are the most selfless man a woman would pray to have in her life. Let's talk about when men give speeches. I've had this vision before. Men giving speeches on social media about being vegan. That's a controversial one in itself, but they're often treated with respect. And a lot of other men, there's a flute fly. A lot of other men will start arguing with him, but for the most part, men are respected. If a woman were to give that speech verbatim, she would be obnoxious, annoying. How can anyone stand you? Let's talk politics. If a man gives a long speech about healthcare, oh wow, you're such an inspiration. Most of these men don't even have degrees. A lot of these influencers on social media who are now political figures, they aren't even educated. They're giving these long speeches. Wow, I never thought of it that way. You're a true inspiration. Keep doing what you do. If a woman were to do that, where's your certification? He's not going to pick you. That's the most pick me thing you've ever said. You're such a loudmouth. You're annoying. You only have that position in your life because you slept your way to the top. When was the last fucking time a man heard that? You only have your career because you slept your way to the top. And then let's just talk about our bodies and how women are going under a knife, under anesthesia. Because, oh, mom bods, those are too unsightly. But dad bods, you earn that. You're like a teddy bear. You're cuddly and cute. When was the last time you ever looked at a teddy bear or thought of a teddy bear and thought of a female? We sure say mama bear a lot, but if we had the body of a mama bear, we would get bullied and harassed and body shamed. Young girls don't even know what pregnancy stretch marks look like because they censor our scars. We risk our lives and sacrifice our bodies to bring other lives into this earth. And our scars are censored from the public eye. And if our scars are public for perception, we're shamed. And it all comes down to women are an oppressed, marginalized group of people, especially single mothers. We're outnumbered by men in almost every workplace except for maybe nursing and or education. I'm a live streamer. I'm outnumbered by men. And they do better than me. Even if they don't have as much clout as me, they do better for me because people are rooting for the man in this country, not the woman. And that's sad. When you're a woman in the United States, or when you're a woman in this world who breaks her chains, experiences freedom and enlightenment, the freedom to expression, the freedom to express our beliefs, the freedom to live life how we want to on our terms. We are shamed relentlessly, cyberbullied and harassed for just existing. I've heard people say that before, that they just wish I didn't exist. That's how triggered a successful, independent-minded, expressive woman in this world is. That's the impact we have on society. To be ostracized from society. And in my case, I have a severe case of cyberbullying and harassment as a public figure, as a live streamer, as a vlogger, as a content creator, as a mother. I can't go anywhere. There are literally thousands of people who exist. They literally live in my comment section. They exist to harass me. What did they do before? Were they harassing another woman similar to me? Maybe, I don't know. Anything that empowers me, they try to take away. Whether I'm going to the gym, they call the gym. They call the gym and say, oh, she was recording me getting naked and while I was naked getting dressed in the locker room. Whether it's the church, they call the church. There's this girl who's homeless and she's sleeping in your church overnight. You have to lock the doors. Whether it's the vegan restaurant I like to go to brunch at, even without disclosing where I am, these people all over the world figure out where I am. Call the restaurant, say, there's a girl in there and she's gonna do bad things to your restaurant, and they make terroristic threats. Fucking disgusting. And these people get away with it because society has normalized the persecution of women. And I am persecuted every single day of my fucking life because I'm a woman. And they always counter that argument and say, well, you're not the only single mom in the world. No, but I know there's plenty of single moms with strong beliefs who do live streaming like I do, who make content like I do. And they go through the same fucking thing. But there aren't a lot. There aren't many. I would say there's a few thousand. Because most single moms get bullied off the apps and quit because they just can't take being harassed every day of their life. So they quit. I'll never quit. Because for me to quit would be giving up on all of you. For me to quit would be to quit inspiring all of you. Maybe you don't think much about my content or my voice. Maybe you don't think much about my live streams. But there are a lot of women who watch me who were once living a life that I once chose to live. I was living a life of silence. And just by me showing up every day for my job on social media defies all of your societal norms. Because I disagree with what's normalized in society. Because as far as I've come today, all I've learned is that it's the societal norm to silence women. I'll get even louder. Bye.